We're going to get into one of the questions my luxury homeowners most commonly ask me, and that is, should I sell my luxury home or should I convert it into a premium rental? And this is going to be something that you won't find anywhere else. We're glad you're here. It's going to be a great episode. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Alex and I'm your friend in real estate in Nashville. And we're so thrilled you're here. We love sharing great content like this that we're sharing with our clients here in the local market, so you can take advantage in your market or connect with us to make your move into our market here in Nashville, Tennessee. So we're thrilled you're here. If you find any value in what you watch today, please let us know. Smash that subscribe button, drop us a comment, and if you really want to connect and are moving to Nashville, we have a link right here where you can get connected with us for a confidential 30-minute consultation about whatever your personal portfolio needs may be. We're thrilled you're here. Let's get into today's conversation. So when a client calls and says, "Hey, I'm thinking about selling, but I might want to rent. I've heard renting could be a good idea. What should I do?" And one of the first things we do, we start with 3 critical questions to the client. Because it's really easy to be like, "Oh, I'm a realtor. Let's sell that house in a hurry," right? Like that is self-serving for me, not being a good steward of the client. And we wouldn't have clients for very much longer if we answered questions like that. So we start with 3 critical questions to qualify and to kind of get some boundaries around this wide open conversation. And that's because generally with high net worth people, they have a lot of different options. And I want to make sure that we're considering all the scope and the entire portfolio before advising, because we consider that malpractice. If we jump into it and just go, "Hey, here's the diagnosis," great, without looking at the whole portfolio, then we can make a mistake. First question we ask is, what are your long-term wealth objectives? And we talk about this because luxury real estate can be a powerful asset in the portfolio, but we need to take into consideration the entire portfolio. Just this week, we've been talking with a client who's got properties in Miami and in Nashville and in LA and even a vacation property out of the country. And so talking to them about our market here in Nashville, we actually were talking about, maybe do we need to keep it? Maybe do we not? Which one are we going to sell first? If today was the day and we had to sell one, which one would we sell? It was the Nashville house, then maybe we're leaning towards we should sell versus renting. But if we're 3rd or 4th on the list, like absolutely not, Nashville is the last place I would sell if I had to, then maybe renting it is a good opportunity for the near term if you're not going to be in it, if it's not going to be inconvenient. So it's just that gives you a little bit of conversation. We start first. What are your long-term wealth objectives and how does this particular property fit in your portfolio today and for the long term? Second, how does this property fit into your lifestyle today and in the future? Many of my clients own multiple properties in different cities, and it's important that we consider how does this fit in your lifestyle and that each property in the portfolio has a purpose. We want to make sure that it has a purpose, that we're making sure it's either something that's supporting the lifestyle or that's building the wealth and aligning with that question number 1, is this building your overall wealth? So if it's something that you're not going to visit that you were visiting, then maybe you move it into the rental portfolio and start making it perform and start making it have some asset while it continues to appreciate. If you have no intention for it and it has no specific purpose in your portfolio, then it may be time to liquidate and to go after that next opportunity that best fits your next or future lifestyle, or that becomes a specific investment asset. So you may take a vacation property and trade it into an investment property, into an apartment building, or you may take former primary residence that's been rented for a while and you may convert it and turn it into a farm or something of that nature that you're going to visit. So you just want to make sure you have specific purposes for your portfolio and that they're following that and it matches the lifestyle that you have today and in the future. And the third question that we consider is what's happening in our hyper-local luxury market. Now, luxury is local and it always has been. And so you need to be mindful of what's going on in that hyper-local market. In our market here in Middle Tennessee, we're having a surge around the luxury listings. We're seeing new ultra luxury listings, properties being built, and the standard and the average luxury property is continuing to increase year over year. So you want to look at some year over year statistics. You want to look in the past 1 year, you want to look in the last 3, and even in the last 5, and consider some of the economic development that's happening around you. Is the city or your area in general growing? We've had an opportunity to talk with a partner of ours in an adjacent market, and they have a fabulous property that in our market would be a 10 or $12 million property and would sell quite quickly. In their market, it's only around a $3 or $4 million property, and there's absolutely no history of anything selling like that. And so that's something you need to consider. Are you that one diamond in the rough, or are you in a market that's moving? Are you a part of a actual fluid and there's some velocity around that luxury property? And that matters. Now, luxury properties are very difficult to analyze and to come up with an actual market value. You do need to look at some other relevant sales, and you do need to see what's traded in the past 12 months, and then 3 and then 5 years. See what the overall trend is. Here in Middle Tennessee, we're on an upward trajectory in spite of all the different things that have been happening in the past few years. And that's because we have some advantages around taxes, around no state income tax. We're also a value luxury market relative to some of our peer markets like Miami, New York, and Los Angeles. So we have a major migration coming into town where they're accustomed to paying more for properties in those different markets. And now we're actually seeing them move here and spend just about the same money, maybe just a little bit less, keeping a little bit in cash, but that's causing our market to rise. So make sure as your third consideration, you consider what your hyperlocal market's doing. If you know or need an introduction, you can follow the links right here, and we can absolutely connect you with one of our partners and peers that's in that market for a confidential conversation. Every luxury property has a story, and every luxury property has a purpose in your portfolio. And if it's serving a purpose, then great, and it's part of your long-term wealth strategy, then that's outstanding. If it's time to convert it into a premium rental, then we're here to help for both of those scenarios. You can follow the links here to connect with a private and confidential meeting to talk about what may be happening here in our market, or for us to help make an introduction to one of our partners and peers across the country and the world for that matter, to see what the options are. You need to get the data and the details to know what the next best step is and make sure that this particular property is performing its specific purpose in your portfolio today. Thanks for joining us today. It's my pleasure to bring great content like this to you, and I hope that we get to connect really soon for your next move, wherever that may be in the world. Until then, my name is Alex, and I'm your friend in real estate in Nashville. Keep on keeping on. We'll see you here soon.